Then also I need to buy my girlfriend a phone too. I need to buy my girlfriend the new iPhone yenye imetoka, iPhone 17. Nitakutuma Juliet, niambie unaenda lini? Surely. Mnanionanga mjinga aje baby. Naenda Kenya. Mnanionanga mjinga aje? Mnafikiria tu Hana. Wacha nikwambie mimi sina shida na Hana, but she will never be my friend and I'm not interested in anything to do with her. Tuelewane, hiyo now make it easy. The only thing I'm interested in ni asukume hii miezi yenye imepaki ngapi, 3 ama 4, apate mtoto, then I'll talk about the baby. Mimi sina haja na yeye. I don't care about her and I care less about anything that has to do with her. Me, the only thing I'm interested in is the baby. So make it's very clear. We know where we stand with each other on that. Is very loud and clear. Hizo zingine then tunaizongea. So tu Ongiri, I see you, my brother. Yeah. Kumtumia hivyo ni kama push gift. Hey, never. If we were in good terms, na ningemnunulia gari. Kama push gift ningemnunulia gari. Ningemnunulia Mercedes. Ningemnunulia Mercedes Benz kama push gift yao. Kwa sasa kwa sasa wacha tukunye. Sasa wacha tukunye pombe.
Hello guys, it's your girl Patient Status. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscription box and put on the notification bell so that you don't forget any time I post a new video. Remember, I'm the queen of online gossip. So welcome to today's video. Don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment on the comment section.
Hannah is not my friend because huyo alipitisha huyo, she can never be my friend. She will just be my baby mama. She can never be my friend. Me and her, we can never be friends. If we become friends, then we will be distant friends. But all other my exes are friends other than Paris. Paris nimeachana na mambo ya Paris juzi because she was trying to con me, taking advantage of me, and I don't like people who try to take advantage of me. They think I'm stupid because I'm kind. I don't like that. So niliachana na mambo yake. But all my other exes, they are my friend. We are good friends. We can talk anytime. I have no problem with them, and they have no problem with me. That's how people should coexist. You should be able to coexist. Money follow na account but then pack up. Your account ingine hata nimeachana nayo. Your account is just ingia live even for one day. Before I get suspended. Singia live for a whole week na ingia chana, I'm already suspended. Hakuna freedom of speech in TikTok. There's no freedom of speech in TikTok. Don't drink a lot. Okay, nitajaribu. That's a good advice by the way. Mimi naanzaga kukunywa hivi pole pole, alafu before you know it nimelewa yangu yote. Najua kuna wenye wanangojea nilewe, they take advantage of my unconscious mind. Never, not today. Today I'm not going to be that drunk. Nikilewa sitakuwa alive. Najua kuna wenye wanangojenga nilewe ndio sasa waanze kuniulizia maswali huku chini. I know. You wait for me. But wacha nikwambie nyinyi ndio wabaya, si mimi mbaya. There is a day hapa nilikuwa nawapea story. Mimi sikuwa najua eti video yenye nilikuwa nawaonyesha next, sikuwa najua huyu mtu anaenda kujitoa nguo. Alafu kumbe mtu ame-expose, badala ya mtu aache hiyo story iende, anaenda kupost huko sasa. Eti Sammir show us his twin who's Sure, nilionyesha nini ya Sabrina? Hapana. Like I was telling you, it's a story. Mimi sikuwa najua video yenye nilikuwa nafungua next, niliona iko video. Hata mimi nilishtuka. Alafu mtu ana record anaenda kupost. Sasa wewe mwenye una post somebody akiwa in a compromise situation, na mimi mwenye nilifanya by mistake, nani yako na ndio watu, ndio mapaya wale, ndio mna, you guys are 1% nitakuproka betu utoka hapo. Una comment sana. Huyu 1% ni nani? Kwanza ni kuna sudo, acha nimproka kucha na main account. Huyu 1% acha nimproka kucha na main account. Kucha na main account sasa ndio tukujue vizuri. Acha watu wenye wako na sudo wana commenting ya mingi sana. George Karanja, nimemproka hiyo, hata ungemute nimemproka. Ameenda kabisa. Aende. Staki body energy. They are trying to get me out of character. Ndio wana record. Unajua wanapenda nikiona when I make fun of myself. When I make a fool of myself, that's when they get happy. They want me to get out of character so that they can have something to say. Oh, Sammir is so bad. Sammir is this. Sammir is that. For those who know me, I'm actually the nicest person you can ever meet. Hakuna, in short, let me tell you, mimi na wewe tuwekwe pamoja hivi, I'll come out as the best human being. Mimi, I'm a very good human being. When it comes to being a good person and having a good heart, in general, like if we have to analyze your life and my life, we generalize and see who is a better human being, I'm very sure I'll come on top of you. Endo uoge. Nioge ndio nini fanyike? Chuchikaranja broke your Insta, akuja na main account. Akuja na main account. Unaona watu wenye mama studio, yatoka sasa kuoge imetoka. Tulikuwa tunao hapa. Nonsense. Just in them mbali. Wacha nimproke before I end mbali ndio. Akuja na main account. Mwenye kuna 2 or 3 followers. Huyo ni sudo. Una watu wana mapema. Watu wana mapema. Nitumie sakape kila DM ako na poli yako. You wish. You really wish. Mwenye alikuletea hii celeb stuff. Mimi si celeb, wewe Crea. Situmia akili. Unaona watu wa sudo, imagine angalia hiyo Crea yako na 3 followers. Ndio wanaongea mkuja na sudo senu, mkuja na main account ndio mkuja kutype huko. Sasa mbona mnakuja na nini? Why you come here with your sudo account? Si mkuja tu na nini? Come with your real account so that we can see you. Wallahi father is an end of mimi. I'm yet to have kids. Mwenye ananichua. Anybody who knows me can tell you, me I'm going to have a lot of kids. You know, Sisiri. Like I said, my dad has 11 kids or had 11 kids. Yeah, say tumepaki 9. 11. So mimi I have to lazima nimpitishe by probably 2-3. So relax. Na uchaona watoto wa Sammir bado. And one thing, if you can have cute kids, have as many as you can. And if you can provide for more kids, and still even with my 12 kids, I will still adapt probably another 99. Mimi nitakuwa na watoto wengi. Unajua ukiwa na watoto wengi, it's more responsibility on you. Inakufanya unafanya kazi kwa bidii. Hadi sasa nawachengea nyumba, nawachengea nini, shule. Nawachengea shule yenye watakuwa naenda. Alafu nitaenda huko Kapromboi huko Sotik, ama huko Kisii huko kwenda huko karibu na Sotik hapo chini inaitwa aje huko Borabu huko. Nunue shamba eka ngapi? Hekari 12. I build a big range there. Nifuge huko hapo sasa, nafuga ma ostrich na horses. Unajua when you have a big family you have to plan ahead. You have to think ahead. You have to think ahead. Plan for them what they will need. Hata nikwambie, let me tell you this for free. Mimi all my 3 kids wenye niko nao, I give them niliwapea machina. But the reason why it was easy for me to give them the names that they have right now is because I was there. I was there when they were conceived. Like Sarina was not really technically with her mother. We were already broken up. that we had to have a second kid. So but I was still involved, so I could feel, you know, unajua ukipea mtoto China huwezi toka tu hivi mahali popote upea mtoto China. You have to feel them, hear them. Then the last minute hapo week 36 37 ndio unakuja na China. So huwezi toka hapa uanze kuita mtu China mwenye you don't know anything about. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. You have to have a connection with them. Nimesema China, lakini kama unaandika uchinga kama huyo uni. Bye, good night. I think it's time for you to sleep. Bye. Bye, good night. Okay, babaka alikufanyia DNA because I'm very sure wewe si wa babako. Okay, I'm very sure wewe si wa babako. Babaka alikufanyia DNA. Mamaka amemdanganya miaka yote. Because wenye najua mamako, najua wewe si wa babako. Sina hao watu wananiandikia uchinga huku chini, ndio maana wananikasirisha. Na nilikuwa nimekasirishwa na Chelsea. But leo mimi sikunyi niwafurahishe. Nikianza kusikia nimeanza zangu itwe Njoro, huyo nitamdisown. I would disown them. Njoro. I would disown them. Baby shower. Wacha nikwambie, the worst thing you can ever do nowadays is a baby shower. That's a stupid thing. Unafanya baby shower ndio watu wakuletea diapers. You can't buy diapers for your own kid. Squeeze, unafanya baby shower watu wakuletea diapers. Uweze kumlea mtoto wako diapers. Au unataka nini? This is a baby shower ni. Unajua baby shower was meant for people to give you gifts, but why? Why? You had 9 months kununulia mtoto wako everything they need. You can't do that. Then wacha kusumbua watu. Baby shower mimi there is a time, I think ilikuwa ni nani? Ilikuwa ni Paisa, yeah. My friends did a baby shower for Paisa, but I was not for it. But my other 2 kids ni sikona takata hiyo yenye walifanya. I was against it, but you know they insisted. I was like, you know what, yeah. But I don't think it's a good. I'm not. Mimi before mtoto asalio unafaa ununue diapers 2 years. Kama umejipanga. Unanunua crib. Ukiwa 5 months pregnant unanunua crib. Naiweka pamoja. Wale mtoto atakuwa nalala, atakuwa nalala huko anyway. Alafu unapanga nyumba ya mtoto. Mtoto lazima kuwe na room yake. Room yake separate. So unapanga room ya mtoto vizuri. By 7 months room ya mtoto imeisha, pagi ya usi imewekwa. See, I showed you guys the other day. Was it yesterday? I showed you, yeah. I think it was yesterday. I showed you how tulikuwa tumepanga nyumba ya pai. Hakuna sinyote mlikuwa, you guys you knew about this. So I don't know where you guys mmetoa hii excitement yenye mko nayo leo. Hii excitement yenye mko nayo. Hii excitement yenye mko nayo leo mmetoa wapi? Ndio sielewi. Why are you guys so excited? Mimi afadhali yenye ngewe excited yenye mko mnachua yenye I think mimi mwenye aliwacheza vizuri, mwenye mngekuwa mnachua zaidi, mngekuwa at least mnasema wow, ingekuwa ni Sabrina. Lakini this one I told you guys. Mimi sijasema mimba ya Sabrina ni yangu, nimesema tu yenye at least mngekuwa surprised nayo ni hiyo, kwa sababu aliwacheza vizuri. Wakati alikonda mkasema akona kaswende. Kumbe chenda ni gani? Wewe umeona nimenona hii ni kunona. Hizi mimba guys, mnaniuliza chenda bali nimebeba mimba mimi. Hii bali mko na mambo. Mimi mnanishangaza by the I really fail sometimes to understand you. Why are you guys so excited? Like you are so excited. Mimi nimeshangaa, unajua I thought like kwani kuna mtu mwenye alikuwa ameshika mimba yangu amepata mtoto leo? Eti ndio mtu ananitumia picha ananiambia sio mtu amepost. Sasa nashangaa amepost. Sasa si niliwaambia you guys already knew all this all along. What is new? Nothing is new. I've told you that. See it wenye nani huyu naitwa nani huyu jamaa mwenye amepreach huyu Mtanzania mchinga huyu anaitwa nani? Anaitwa nani huyu mwanamke mwenye amepreach huyo mwenye akona mdomo kubwa hiyo Boscan. Hiyo time ya anaongea, see I even told you guys, nikamwambia Boscan is already too late. I told you, nilimwambia it's already too late. I told him it was already too late. I told him it was already too late. He's fighting somebody who has already won the war. Mimi I was there, I conquered and I left. Sasa Boscan anakuja kunipika vita wakati nishaenda. I told him long time ago, ni venye yeye amsikiangi. Niwaambie gender, mimi sijui gender. I don't know the gender of the baby, but all I know is this: mimi, all my firstborn baby with a new lady, they are always boys. That's what I know. Sinaona kama mama Eden alipata Eden wa kwanza, mama Paisa akapata Paisa wa kwanza. So sasa hii mwenye mama Paisa anaenda kupata atapata ni msichana. Na kuanga ni boy alafu msichana. Alafu nishaikuwa na twins. Niliwaambia hiyo story, nishaikuwa na twins na Mprundi mwingine. Nishaikuwa na twins na Mprundi. Niliwaambia hiyo story. Sinaona kuna watu wengi wanachanga stories zangu. Wengine hamsikiangi. Ulirukwa. Nilirukwa na nani? Mimi huwezi niruka. Sasa unaniruka nini? Kuna mtu mwenye anafaa kuproki huku anaitwa Sly. Kuna watu 100 wake. Let me deal with them. Bye baby girl. Good night. Umechoka. Chenda ni nini sasa? Msiniletee ujinga pete. Msiniletee ujinga. Ujinga wenu ni nao mchukulia wasasi wenu na boyfriends wenu. Mimi muniache tu. Leave me alone. Hiyo imegonga kwingine. Hiyo shot imegonga kwingine. Hata nimeanza kulea. Hiyo shot imegonga huku kwingine. Imefungua mahali sikuwa nimefunguka leo. Umechamwa. Kuna maumbo zingine zenye najua hii sichazoea kuingia mapema hivi live. So unapata watoto wachalala, kuna watu wenye wana akili huku, they just comment the nonsense and say anything. And I'm like, how am I going to handle this kind of stupidity? I'm not really good at handling stupidity like that. Wewe ni noma. Nimekufanya nini? Unakunywa marash? Hiyo ni ushamba ndio inakusumbua wewe. Ndio naitwa marash. Ndio naitwa marash. Utaiona flask kwa maisha yako? Yule sina flask. Anyway. Shida. Guys, mimi nikikuja nilikuja US nikiwa 19 years old. 19. I look back and I'm like, what happened? How did time ilienda aje? Now I'm 32 years. I'm 32 years old. 32 years old. Nikikuja hata sikuwa nimemaliza high school. Nilikuja kumalizia high school huko kwa sababu nilikuwa nime drop out for 2 years. Nilikuja kumalizia high school huko. Then I look back, time goes by so quick. Uongo. 32 uongo. Sasa niko hao old, basi mniambie mamangu, nyinyi mama yangu yuko 40. You wish. Even my brother mwenye anafuata yuko 40. hata mwenye huyo anafuata na mwenye huyo anafuata yuko 40. Hey. Yeah, I'm 32 years. I'm 32 years. I came in the US when I was barely turning 20 years. Nikikuja US sasa singekunywa pombe. My baby mama used to buy me alcohol. She's 5 years older than me. So venye sasa niko 32 kwa 37. My first baby mama ako 37 years. Alikuwa mkubwa kuniliko. Na nilimtoa wapi? Nilimtoa US Navy. She was a US Navy. She was a US Navy. Alikuwa seal huko US Navy. Nilimtoa huko. Niko na mapenzi. Nilimtoa huko. Alitoka. After surfing she had already been there for 5 years. Nilimtoa huko. Nikamwambia kuja hapa nisalie watoto. Akanisalia watoto. You are ignoring my comments. Juliet the book comment tena nione. Sikuwa nimeona. Akanisalia watoto wangapi? Wawili. Eden and Sarina. Eden ananga jina ya Kikisii. Eden ako na jina ya kama mimi Sammir. Anaitwa Eden Rashaya. Juliet, unacheka sasa, ndio comment yako. Eden alafu Sarina anaitwa jina ya mamangu. So anaitwa Sarina Kemuma. Anaitwa Zarina Kemuma. Alafu Paisa ana jina ya Kikisii. Paisa anaitwa Paisa Eston. Anaitwa Paisa Eston. My kids all have good names. They have very good names. Their names will never run out of. Eden ndio benangi jina yake. But niliita Eden kwa sababu it was my first born. Unajua Eden means the presence of God. Because he was my first born. So I gave him to God. Naenda Kenya, kuna venye unataka kunituma. Juliet, kuna mtu anataka nimpe simu yangu S25. Ile S25 Ultra. Kuna mtu anataka nikupe umchukulie. Unaenda Kenya lini? Naweza kupe hiyo umchukulie, alafu pia hii inatumana kwenda Kenya. Unaweza mchukulia. Then also I need to buy my girlfriend a phone too. I need to buy my girlfriend the new iPhone yenye imetoka, iPhone 17. Nitakutuma Juliet, niambie unaenda lini? Surely. Unanionanga mjinga aje baby? Naenda Kenya. Unanionanga mjinga aje? Mnafikiria tu Hana. Wacha nikwambie mimi sina shida na Hana. But she will never be my friend and I'm not interested in anything to do with her. Tuelewana hiyo, now make it easy. The only thing I'm interested in ni asukume hii miezi yenye imepaki ngapi, 3 ama 4, apate mtoto, then I'll talk about the baby. Mimi sina haja na nini. I don't care about her and I care less about anything that has to do with her. Me, the only thing I'm interested in is the baby. So hiyo it's very clear. We know where we stand with each other on that. Hiyo is very loud and clear. Hizo zingine then tunaweza ongea. Ongiri, I see you, my brother. Kumtumia hivyo ni kama push gift. Hey, never. If we were in good terms, na ningemnunulia gari kama push gift, ningemnunulia gari. Ningemnunulia Mercedes. Ningemnunulia Mercedes Benz kama push gift yao. Kwa sasa wacha tukunye. Sasa wacha hiyo mkebe ni pesa ngapi? I think it's like $12, $15. Lakini cause iko na leather, I don't know if that makes a difference. Kanaweza kusomea hadi ufikiri umekuwa mtoto mdogo. Nilisomewa hiyo siku, do you have twins in your extended family? Tanzania, but she was ni wale wa Burundi wenye wametoka Burundi wakamianga Tanzania, alafu wakatoka Tanzania wakakuja US. Alikuwa anaitwa Jacqueline. She was my soulmate. Kama kuna mtu mwenye nimeipata nikasema huyu ni soulmate wangu ni yeye. She used to love everything I do. Tulikuwa tunaendanga na nje, tunakunywa, tunacheza pool. Like she used to love everything that I used to love. Alikuwa anapenda mpira. Kwanza yeye peke yake alikuwa anacheza mpira. Alikuwa ngani mali. Oh. In twin together. Ni ila mtu mwenye amwezi gombana, like, because everything you guys do, yani ni kama we used to have a very good time together. My friends used to hate me because nilikuwa naendanga naye kila mahali. Nilikuwa watu kuongea kudinyana kama kawaida. Unaona watu kama Chili wenye wanachifanya ni Wakristo sana, that they can't speak freely. They feel like when somebody speaks freely about things that they actually do, it's a sin. Hao ni Wafarisayo. Hao ndio wanaitwa Wafarisayo. Ndio. They think they are better than other people because they know how to hide their sins better than other people. So they think that they are better than other people. Hey, hypocrites. I hate hypocrites. No, watu kama wenye they feel uncomfortable because of having a honest conversation. Sikudinyana ni kudinyana. Mamako na babako walidinyana ukasaliwa wewe. Here they know my son will never drink. I know that for a fact. He would never drink because I made sure that amechukia pombe. My son will never drink. The only son, one of my son who can drink is Paisa will drink. Because Paisa is more like me and is big-headed like me. Huyo naye atakunywa pombe, lakini Eden will never drink. Hata ikue nini, hadi maisha ikue ngumu, he will never drink. Zarina will never drink. Because I made sure they know about alcohol. Just because they see me drinking doesn't mean that it's good to drink. It's my choice to drink. But for them, they have to make a decision for themselves. They will never drink, and I know that for a fact. But Paisa will drink, and I know that per fact too. Hata drink hata before afika hata 14 years atakuwa ameanza kukunywa. Because he's more like me. He's big-headed. Alafu yani nikimwangalia is just exactly like me. So huyo na yeye anachua tu atapenda tu. Unajua kuna mtoto mwenye ako 4 years alafu ni kama wewe tu Yani ukimwangalia tu hivi unachiona tu. Even disciplining them, it's hard because it's like you are disciplining yourself. They chama leo kuna mastori. Mimi nakuanga na mastori all the time. Inafuata umenikuta nikiwa na mastori gani? Ukiona nimeanza kushikashika hivi mikono, I'm feeling uncomfortable. Acha niende nikochoe guys. I'll be back. Acha niweke music. Acha niende nikochoe, nitarudi. Acha niende nikochoe. Nitarudi. Acha nikochoe, narudi. Vitia mikono yangu ni kama yako. Me have soft hands. Nikikushika hivi tu utafikiria hey. I don't remember the last time I did something. If you have never felt soft hands, then come and feel mine. Soft hands and nice. My hands are very pretty. They are very pretty. I have very nice hands. Alafu vidole ni kubwa. Hii ni kikuu. Huh? Imagine. Yeah. I have very big hands. I have very big. I have huge hands. Huge. Unaona mkono yako inafika hivi kwa yangu. I have very huge hands. Mimi ni mkubwa. I have very huge hands. I don't sipikangi wanawake mimi. Mimi ukinikasirisha na kasirika, I give you silent treatment. Sina nguvu ya kupigana na wanawake. Sina nguvu ya kupigana na wanawake. Why would you fight somebody who is mwenye hawezi kufight back? Though nimeikuwa na mwanamke mwenye alikuwa nani? Nishaigonga mwanamke kofi mara moja. But you are receding. But other than that, I do not advocate for men to put hands on women. Mwanamke si mtu wa kupigwa. Pull you, but I'll pull you mentally. I won't pull you at like ni kupige ni kufanya. Na mimi na Sammir I have no time with nichukie mtu eti niko na kuna mtu mwenye uko na mambo. Kuna mambo mimi unanichekeshanga. Birthday. Sabrina is pregnant. Mimi nilijua Sabrina ako pregnant like probably like 3 months ago. Nyinyi mnajua leo. Mimi nimejua last week. Na mmejua last week kwa sababu I made a mistake. Anyway, ya mchielewi bado, ya mchielewangi nyinyi. Ni venye mnisikizange nikiongeanga sometimes. Mnakuja huku mnapendanga moshene. You have to have steady hands. Neka hivi. Kama una steady hands unaweza chukua funnel. Natumia shit. I've overfilled it. Shwari nitaosha hii nini mara ngapi? Na nimemwagilia tena mapombe na nimetoka kuiosha leo. Kwani kazi yangu itakuwa ni kuosha hii duvet? Nimemwagilia pombe na nimeiosha leo. Nimemwagilia pombe tena. Acha niweke hivi ndio mzione diki yangu. Hauna steady hands. Mimi nikianza kuambia mtatumia hiyo information, I don't want to give you much information about my life because you guys end up using that information. Unaona venye nakaa hivi sahi. Watu ngoje sasa wenye wamerekodi kesho venye nitakuwa nakaa kwa hiyo recording. Umeja, unaona venye nakaa hivi sahi. Wakirekodi chini na chinchingi nini? Nilisema sitawahi jiona nikiwa nimerekodiwa. Unaweza kufa. Mimi ndio nilisema naingianga tu live hivi nikitoka. Umeja hiyo recording kwanza venye na saa siku simekauka. So why block people? Okay, wacha ni kublock sasa wewe vizuri. Unaona uko na mtu mmoja, si ukuje na account yako main. Mbona watu wa Sudan ndio wanaongea huku leo? Kwani mnaniogopa hivyo? Si ukuje tu na account yako hiyo ya real alafu uongee vizuri vile unataka kuongea. Unaona sasa sasa hiyo unakaa tu point. Unaona venye nakaa hivi. I'm looking like a normal human being. Kurekodi ufanye makosa uende kuangalia recordings. Unakaa kama mimi wacha nikwambia the first time nikiangalia recording. I'm like damn. Damn Sammir. Hiyo lazima ukuwe uko na nguvu. Mimi siwezi. Brenda Kato, acha tusubiri tu hadi asubuhi. Watu wa comment section mshafika huko. Kiwa sopa you can watch me. Kiwa sopa like right now, yeah, I can watch myself speaking nikiwa sopa, but when I'm drunk, yes, it's young. Because I know how I get ruthless. drunk, I'm the worst person to be around. Nikiwa drunk kwanza anakuanga na vitisho. Tuko funguka. Okay. Na Sabrina ni yako. Nimekuambia niite Sabrina hapa mmulizie. Sabrina, hebu kuja hapa uambie kama nimpigie simu. Nimpigie simu awaambie kama nisiharibu ndoa saa yenyewe. Sabrina, she's happily married. Nisiharibu ndoa za yenyewe. Mimi sitaki kuharibu ndoa za yenyewe. Mnapendanga bedeni. Hivyo ndio mnaanzaga kunichocha. Nikiwaonyesha, then you make me look like a bad person. Situache tu mtu mwingine asifukuze kutoka kwa nyumba yenyewe. Tuachane na mambo hizo. Sabrina, she's happy and that's what matters. Mwachane na yeye. Guys. You keep insisting on this thing. As if hata nyinyi pia mko na roho mbaya. Mimi the last time niliongea na Sabrina, nikianza tena let me show you, hivyo ndio naanzanga, alafu naanza kuonyeshana vitu huko. Nikianza kuonyeshana vitu hivyo, na unajua mimi yangu ishangi. Once I start showing things, mwambia aache kukuwa nasty hivyo sometimes. Hii lazima nipanguze mimi. Na Hana kuna romba. Kuna romba huyo, hapana, sitaki mambo yake. No, wacha nikwambie. My exes, I can name them from my favorite to the least favorite. I think if I have to name my first favorite ex ni nani, atakuwa nani? I think it will be the mother of my two kids. Itakuwa ni naitwa Doris. Itakuwa ni Doris. Then my second baby mama, Chasi. Then it will be Jacqueline. Who else was a good? Alafu na wengine wenye nilifanyanga vibaya. Pesi actually she's up there. Pesi, she was really good to me. She was so nice to me. Nani tena? Niko na ex wengi. Maybe Liz anaweza kuwa namba 5. Sabrina number 6. Number 7. Wakanifanyia hivi, wakanipea kidole ya kati. Wakanimweka kidole ya kati, ni mimba ya mbirikima. Mimi nitapika tu ya mimba. Pengine ya baby mama wangu. Baby mama wangu ndiye ako 3 months, ile ako first trimester, ile ya kutapika. Pengine ndio hiyo. I think mbona, oh, see that nobody's calling me today. Why is my kid not calling me today? Mbona mtoto wangu anipigi simu leo na ni saa to? Mbona mpigie nisikie? Wesi kufa. Mimi siwezi kufa naye. Nikufe niachie watoto nani? Na venye niko na watoto wengi hivi fatapra, hata Mungu hawezi taka nimwachie mzigo. Mungu will make sure that I stay alive. Niko na watoto wengi. This year, this time like this, next year tutakuwa tunaongelea tuko na watoto 10. Kuzi venye nimedinyana huko nje. I've been working very hard. Acha nipigie mama yao. Penangi kupigia mama yao, lakini kwa sababu my kids are not picking and I don't like that when my kids don't pick. I always feel like there's something wrong. When my kids are not picking, I don't like it. It makes me mad. The long life Udinyi. Umedinya mamako. Mukisi tu, hiyo nao ni ukweli. Mukisi haezi padrika kwe Muluya. Mukisi atapaki kuwa Mukisi. Pick up the phone, baby girl. Amerika kuna kuanga na mashida mingi na mimba, si kama Kenya. Muniombee mama Baisa alete vizuri. Kwanza sasa I'm concerned. She has lost a lot of weight and she's almost 2 months pregnant. But she will be okay. I'll pray for her. Yes, she knows. Yes, anajua niko na mimi sifichangi live yangu guys. Mimi si kama hao wanaume wenu wenye mna date, mwenye anadanganya huku na huku. Mimi anajua everything. Ngoja akifika home kama tutakuwa kwa hii live, utasikia venye ataniulizia. Mimi I can never hide anything from my baby mamas. They know. They have to know. At least I owe them that. If I'm having another baby, they have to know. They know that I'm having 2 more kids. They know that. They are prepared for it. They know it's coming. That unatuambia alafu. Okay, wacha nikuproke. Mimi nimekuita hapa nikuje kukuambia. Nimekuita hapa nikuambia ukuje watch live yangu nikuambia. I'm not even telling you. Wacha niproke mwendo wazimu. They know I'm having 2 kids. They are very much aware of that. Yes, anamjua long time. Hata washaongea. Anamjua long time. All my exes, they knew my baby mamas. They know them. They know each other. Siuoe tu mmoja pasi juu ya nini? Mbona niwe mmoja? Na wengine nani awaoe? Nikiwa mmoja uwe wengine nani awaoe? Surely. Kuna ujinga. What matters is this, man? What matters is this. I provide for those kids. I make sure they go to good schools. They live a comfortable life. Mimi, my joy is when I know my baby mama is using my money. Mimi, kusema ukweli, wacha nikwambie, the only baby mama mwenye huwa tunakwaruzana kidogo juu ya pesa yangu is my first baby mama. Because she's not the type apendangi good things. Yeah, unajua she's older than me. So sometimes I question things like, I want my kids to have a good life. Yeah, anawarimit, but I understand where she's coming from. So we have an understanding. Yeye anakuanga na shida naye kidogo. Because she's the one who gets most of my money. Probably she gets like 2.5 million Kenyan shillings every year from me for the kids. But I don't think she spends all that much money. Alafu yeye tulikuwa tumenunua na yeye nyumba pamoja. So anaishi kwa nyumba yenye tulikuwa tumenunua na yeye. So she has a lot to benefit from me. But this is the only, tunaweza kuwaruzana na yeye kidogo juu ya pesa. Kidogo. But you see, it's not something major. Because sometimes I question how she uses my money. Other than that, wengine they are, Mama Baisal, mwenye nimeongea na yeye, she's a spender. She likes good things. She likes to spend money on our baby. Baisa has everything that she can. Hakuna kitu yenye Baisa anataka yenye ana. hawezi sema kuna kitu yenye ana, lakini pesa sasa, pesa ampendi, pesa anapenda babake peke yake. Pesa has nothing to do with her mom. Atakangi stories za mamake kabisa. So hii inakuanga ni shida kwa mamake sasa, kwa sababu anajua pesa hataki stories zake, atakangi kunipigianga simu most of the time. Kwa anajua akinipigia simu tunaweza kaa na yeye kwa simu for like 10 hours. Na apendi hivyo. I make a lot of money, but most of my money goes to my kids. I make a lot of money. Nimekaa huko for a very long time. I make a lot of money. I make a lot of money, but I also spend a lot of money on my kids and my dad. My biggest expense is my dad, not even my girlfriend, is my dad and my kids. Those are my biggest. It starts with my kids. Because in a month I spend at least 3,000 on my kids, US dollars, 3,000 US dollars on my kids. Then on my dad I spend like another 600 to 800 depending on kama kuna madawa inanunuliwa nini. Then my girlfriend maybe same mwenye niko naye ana mambo mingi, so it's probably like $300-400. Alafu side chicks maybe another 200-300. Alafu mimi, alafu projects, alafu investing and other things. Hivyo pesa inaishanga hivyo. Hivyo ndio pesa yangu inaishanga. But say my least expense I have is my girlfriend. My girlfriend, the person I'm dating right now, she's not after my money. She's my least of my expenses. I think I only spend like maybe at the most, without lying, I don't even spend 300 on my girlfriend. I don't even spend 30,000 on my girlfriend a month. She's very ananga mambo mengi. Maybe I don't remember, maybe the most I've spent in a month on her is like 50,000. Ako shule ananga mambo mingi. She gets everything she wants. Hakuna kitu yenye ameniomba eti nikashindwa kumpea, but her needs are not that bad. Maybe anaweza niomba maybe anataka maybe 20k for clothes or something, like nothing major. She's not that expensive. Hayuko expensive hivyo. So I'm lucky to have her. So then what I'm doing right now ni kitu yenye siwezi kuonyesha. So what I'm doing right now with the extra money, because I don't know how to deal with the money. I like to spend money, so I don't know how to deal with the money. So hizo pesa zingine nilianza kufanya, nilianza kuchenga, nilianza kuchenga. When you guys will ever see it, you will be like, mwah. You will say, Sammir, you have done us good. You will be proud of me. But mbio yenye inanichukua, I'm actually planning to like it's probably going to take like 15 to 20 million US dollar, 15 to 20 million Kenyan shillings before the project is done. So for the next 1.5 year to 2 years, Boywana atakuwa na pesa yenye anakuja hapa natupa. Alafu one thing I started doing, which I actually encourage everybody to do. One thing I started doing that is very good. This one I would encourage everybody. I came to realize I've been stealing from God. Sasa unajua mimi kitambo nilikuwa na understand it, unaweza peana 10% yako, unaweza chukua hiyo do, unasaidia watu wenye unachua kwa village kwa nini. Then once I came to read the Bible nika understand kumbe hiyo 10% inafaa ikuwe ya kanisa. Unapeana kwa kanisa is to help God's work. Si yako ya kudetermine what is supposed to be done with. So nowadays I pay 10%, then I give alms. Sasa alms ndio yenye nakuja nasaidia watu huko. So hiyo 10%, hiyo nao unatoanga hadi unasikianga uchungu. Unataka yenye unatoanga unasikia, unajua hii ingekuwa simiti kama simiti 50. Lakini sasa unasema pea Mungu ya Mungu na pea karisari ya venye sisikiangi uchungu nikilipa ushuru, nikilipa taxes. The same way I should never feel pain when I'm giving to the church. So hiyo That's my new thing that I'm doing, and everybody should do that, because that's the only thing that has a promise. Mungu amesema, try me, try to give me money, then I will show you what I can do for you. So maybe I'm trying God, ninamjaribu. So mkiona nimefanikiwa kesho, msiseme sikuambia siri. Siri ni kupeana 10%. Siri ni my energy, my money to my kids and to my family. There's a lot of things I could have already done. I started making $100,000 US dollars. I started making $100,000 US dollars in 2017. 2017, I was already making $100,000 US dollars. Most people in 2017 were not making anything half of that. In 2017, the US dollars to Kenyan shillings was 160 to 150. $1 was 150 shillings. So I started making money in a long time. For a long time. If I wanted to be selfish and be rich, I could be probably one of the richest people. But I chose to help family and friends and the community on the way up, because I know me, I will always be a rich person. I have nothing. I lack nothing. Everything I want, I have. And if I don't have, God will provide. Sinanga stress mimi. Sinanga stress. Nasichai kuwa na stress. Kwanza juu ya pesa, sinanga hiyo stress. Sinanga hiyo stress mimi. Hebu Feisha kuja hapa ongea kidogo niende nikochoe. Nimechoka. Kuongeresha ni ngumu. Unafanya how many jobs? I've only worked out. Mimi sijaifanya 2 jobs at a time. I swear to God, mimi siwezi wadanganya nayo. I've only worked in 1 job at a time. It's just that I knew what I wanted and I went for it. And I've been in one industry. I've only worked in one industry since I came. I get paid because of my leadership skills. I'm good in leading people, I guess. Mwezi chua, mwezi elewa. You don't know me. You have never seen me in my elements. Munanionanga hapa nikiwa nimelewa. If you knew who I was, then you will know who I am. Anyway, Feisha panda huko juu uongelesha watu niende nikochoe. Nimechoka mimi. Nimechoka. Uniwekea 150 yake. Tafadhali wewe unataka kuwekea 150. Wengine tunataka 500. Unataka 150. What's wrong with your eyes? Hakuna shida na macho yangu. Ni venye nikiwa nikisikia utamu hii jicho inajifunga. Macho yangu iko sawa. I just have sexy eyes. Not even lazy eyes. I have sexy eyes. Shida yangu is just I have sexy eyes. Hiyo ni shida kwako. I just have sexy eyes. That's all. Inakuumiza. You don't like seeing sexy eyes. I just have sexy eyes. Ni shida kwako. Niko sexy eyes. Win once in a while, but you still a loser. You never make it. At the end of the season, you find out you are just coming out flat, right? You are. You will never stop. You sure? Can I bet with you for that? Okay. Can I? What if I find out that you are still doing that? You sure? 100%? You just watch football?
Yeah, I just watch it. But only sometimes. I don't watch it all the time.
You watch it all the time. Last night when I was talking to Zarina, she told me you were analyzing football. She told me that. She did. You know she doesn't lie.
Yeah, she does.
No, she does not. Are you saying her baby lies? No, she doesn't.
She tells stories. She tells stories sometimes.
No, she doesn't. How did you stop? Why are you not doing it anymore?
I can do it if I want to, but it's just like I don't have to go and do that.
Because you have not been making money. Like I've always been telling you that you have not been making money. Yeah, maybe do it with soccer. You will make money with soccer. Yeah, it's.
You do it with soccer?
If I was going to the casino, I could be doing it. I was always depending on you. No, next year we will do it together because this World Cup.
I don't care about gambling or soccer.
You make too much money now you don't care about anything.
No, it's not a care about.
Did you get a promotion? Eden told me you got a promotion.
No, I'm still at the same office. I could have went somewhere else, but I'm not trying to go to those positions because those positions are.
Why not?
Because we get fired from those positions where I'm at right now, they are more or less nothing about me. Can't really get fired.
You fear about getting fired and moving up. That's
No, I don't fear about going up. I know and I understand the culture. I understand what's going to go down. I understand. Like, I've seen a person, a black woman, that was, a supervisor, that was a manager. She wasn't really a manager. She was a manager, but she was assistant manager because they keep the managers if they want to. She was assistant manager. I've seen how both of them got fired. I've seen how one of them.
because they know you. They don't do a good. They don't do a good job like you. You do a good job.
There were employees out there on the floor that were misbehaving. That were literally ignoring what the supervisor was saying, and she went and spoke to management. Like, hey, they're not doing this, and they're not doing
What she should have taken care of the problem. Where does she have to go to?
Because the thing about it, you have these people that at my company that have been there for so many years. They feel like, hey, no, I'm not going to talk such. Because the people practice. You have upper management and people that have delegation capabilities. They fraternize the people that they're delegating. So now you got these people that don't have no delegation power, believing they have delegation power. You're here to do what you're told. You're not supposed to be here like, well, I can't work with that person, or I can't do that, or I'm not doing that because of this and this. I don't have time to sit here and be telling people multiple times to do something. They behaving worse than my children. I don't even have to tell my children shit like that many times.
But that's why you go to when you get to a leadership.
This is the thing about it. People can say whatever they want to say about me because now I can't hide. People sit here and they look at me and they're just like, oh, you're so this and that. I don't care about how you feel about my character. Y'all are fucking idiots. I don't have to sit here and be told like y'all. They behave like idiots. They behave like, I don't know how to do this. You've done it multiple times. You've been shown multiple times. And they still play like, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know how to do it. And it's like, you're just trying to get out of doing that work. And no, do it. And then they take a very long time getting it done. Then you're getting in trouble about like, why is the work not getting done fast? Well, this employee is not working that fast. Maybe if you sit here and start looking at this person, if I write them up, because when you get 3 warnings, when you get written up 3 times, after the 3rd time you get fired.
Yeah, but let me tell you,
they're not doing it.
Let me challenge you on that. You know when you become a supervisor or you become a manager, you are paid to manage people. You are paid to manage people, and then you are paid to find a way to motivate the people that you are managing to be able to be productive. So it's actually you should never go to anybody to complain about it. You should find a way to win with your people.
Repeat this. There's nothing that you can do to get over lazy fucking people. And you want to know something? This is what I can tell you that's facts, because it's the management. This is what happened. Brad used to be the manager on my side. I used to constantly have to put shit on hold, and I didn't care about it. I did not care about it. I didn't complain to nobody about it because I'm QA. All I did was kept putting this shit on hold, putting this shit on hold, putting this shit on hold, putting this shit on hold.
Okay.
Then we changed management. We went to Mike. I was putting that shit on hold. Putting that shit on hold.
You know why do you?
No, listen. Look, I gotta tell you the story because you gotta hear it. Okay. Me and Mike, we talked. They were talking about something about some containers they wanted to be put on hold, and I'm like, they're down there cracking them. You're not supposed to crack them. they have to sit here and has to run through the machine and has to crack. Nobody told me this. It's just common sense. I'm like, y'all got to pick it out. Because even if I put it on hold, they're probably going to bring it back to y'all and tell y'all to pick it out, because y'all can pick it out because the cavities are the same in one stack. And he got an attitude about this. He's the manager, and he's like, what the fuck? Because he just got here. He didn't understand, and he didn't know that I understand what is going on the floor and how they're going to operate and do stuff. And that with third shift, they don't really like us, so we need to be putting serious stuff on hold so that we can make sure that when we push it on hold that they grind it, because we don't normally do it. If you keep doing something over and over every freaking day and thinking that you're gonna get the same results as first shift, who they baby, that's how it's gonna go down. So what he did was he had an attitude with me. My manager, he talked to me, he said, Doris, just put it on hold. So I started putting that stuff on hold. And guess what? We were putting that on hold for pretty much every fucking day for 2 weeks. And they was like, grind. And then they was like, hold the fuck up. They were like, what's going on? Are those containers cracking when they go through the machine and they're cracking in the box? And I was like, no, they're cracking it themselves. And you know what they said? They said, stop fucking cracking the containers. If it's not cracking when it runs through the machine, stop fucking cracking. And so when they came to me about that, I said, did it crack when it ran through the machine? They was like, no. So I'm like, are y'all cracking it yourselves? I was like, let's go down to the machine. Ran through the machine. I checked the box. I said, nothing's cracking. I went back to the office. I showed her the email. This is what they said that y'all can't do anymore. They got it. They feel.
Hold on.
This is the point that I'm getting to. So they got feelings about it. Mm-hmm. So they got extremely mad at the fact that I was right the first time. Mm-hmm. So I was putting stuff on hold. So you know what Mike did? He knew that AMSA was garbage. AMSA was garbage. The motherfuckers over there lazy, playing around, running off, disappearing and shit. And so they said, fuck Doris. We're tired of her making herself look good. So he started getting in their asses. I went out there. I was listening to them, some of the packers. And the packer was sitting here. He was calling me. And I went down to the machine. He was like, can you please tell them to fix this and this and this? And he's like, because we're getting written up. Oh, y'all getting written up now? Oh, y'all taking it serious now? That's why I haven't been having to go to the truck to take anything off the truck. This is why I haven't been finding missing print. Y'all looking at the print now because the management has also seen that they tired of me looking good. They tired of getting their asses chewed out by the people that's above them, like Ken Methback, who's like the production. He's like the plant manager. Y'all tired of them getting your asses like, why didn't y'all find this? Why didn't y'all do that? So beforehand, when we had shitty ass management that was like, supervisors do your job, and the supervisors is trying, and how you gonna try supervisor and the Packers not getting no consequences? This was with under Brad. Mm-hmm. The supervisors are trying to talk to them, get them ready, and the shit's not working. So Mike comes. Mike sees the situation. He has an attitude with me. He has problems with me. So now he's getting in their asses. There's consequences now. You're getting written up. You get written up too many times, you're going to get fired. You had to go back to that tactic. And guess what happened? Motherfuckers over there in that AMSA area got fired. So no. I've seen it. I've seen the supervisor try to come up with some stuff to get them to do right. So, and it does not work. When the management put consequences on the fucking employees, the hackers, that's when stuff was getting through.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Because you are in QA, right? So your job is just to inspect and make sure that they are producing quality stuff, right? So that's not all I do. I pick up parts.
Pretty much I'm looking at parts on mold, print. I pick them up. I size them. I check the packaging.
Yeah, so you are checking for quality, like
I type this stuff in. I backtrack. I put stuff on hold. I do new copies.
Yeah, but you are checking for quality, right?
That's just a little bit of what I'm doing. I'm pretty much doing a lot more than just looking at the parts.
Okay, so when you find a problem, who are you supposed to go to? Are you supposed to go directly to the employees, or are you supposed to go to the supervisor who is supervising the queue?
I call the machine operator and I call the supervisor at the same time.
You let them know that there is either a defects or there's a raw quality product or whatever.
This is how it goes. Like, say I'm at the machine, I'm picking my parts up right now. I see their shorts. I sit here and I tell the packer, I said, hey, you're getting shorts on Captain 1. Can you throw those away? I call the machine operator. I call the supervisor. The machine operator gets there. I tell the machine operator, hey, getting shorts on such and such. If he sits here and walks away or whatnot, I'm like, I called the supervisor too. I call the supervisor the same time that I call the machine operator, because the machine operators, they play around. Because sometimes the supervisors beat the machine operators to the machine. And so now your supervisor's about to get in your ass, because once I make that documentation stating in my audit, hey, found shorts on cavity 3, told packers to throw away this cavity, have told supervisor about shorts on such and such. Once I put that documentation in there,
so you document on the computer, right?
Yeah.
And who can see your documentation? Does the channel manager?
Everybody.
Everybody. Okay. So let me ask you a question before you continue explaining, so that I can understand better. So where do you get in trouble because you are doing your job?
I don't get in trouble.
Okay, so you don't get in trouble. Like they can get mad at, they can get mad at you. They can do anything they have to do, but you have done your job.
Yeah, I've done my job.
So then you are in the best position ever. Then Doris, I think you are in you are in the best position ever, because I know you don't compromise for nothing. You will always tell them the truth.
But no, this is the thing. I don't get in trouble, but they do talk to me. My manager gets my ass. Like I told you the first time, you know how Mike, he got mad at the fact that I told him, hey, y'all got to pick it out. Y'all can't keep cracking it at the machine. And
you are saving the money.
And so he went to my manager to complain about me.
Complain about what? You're doing your job.
No, see, yeah, exactly. I did my job. See, and that's why the thing about it is because I'm black and I'm a woman, and I told him this, and he had problems and issues with it. But see, Mike, he used to be assistant manager on third shift, but he was only that for like 2 years, and then he left and he went and did HR for pretty much the whole fucking time, because he was I know this for a fact because Mike was there when I was pregnant with Eden. He was the assistant manager when I was pregnant with Eden. So
you stayed that long? You stayed there that long?
Yes, he's been there like that long. He was there when I was pregnant with Eden. He wasn't the manager. He was not the manager when I first started working there on third shift. He wasn't there. He just got that position. He hasn't been working there longer than me. I've been there longer than him. But when I was pregnant with Eden, he was the manager. And me and him got into it then because he was like, I was telling him, I'm like, y'all know I'm pregnant. Y'all know I'm calling y'all to go use the bathroom. And y'all about to sit here, and if I pee on myself because I can't go use the bathroom, and you know what's going to happen because I'm pregnant, my pee's not going to stop. And I'm going to sue y'all. And I told them this. And they had issues with that. And they were like, we're doing you a favor. You got to have a chick. So I got all that shit.
I remember that crap.
I said, okay, cool. Fuck y'all. And so I know how your personality is. You think I'm about to bow and cower to you? I have a position where I'm going to do my job, and I'm not about to sit here and cower to you and lose my job because they can sit here and say, Doris, well, why'd you let him do that when you're supposed to do your job? You know that's not what's supposed to have happened. If I would have let him get his way and let him continuously get his way, I probably would have lost my job. But because he's in his feelings, he's mad about the fact that I stood up and I told him the truth. What are y'all mad about? I was not wrong. Like, you have no idea the shit that I've been going through at this job since we changed management. Like,
no, I think you are one of the few. Like, how many people could you say are there since you started there? You have stayed there for almost 10 years now.
No, it's been longer than that. I'm about to be here for 12 years.
12 years, yeah. So there's no way. Like, let me tell you this: you have the best position ever. So
yes, that's why I'm staying here. That's why,
because all you have to do is find out their faults. Like they fucked up on this, you call it on this. Yeah. So then why? Like, nobody's going to. But there's open door policy. If somebody tries to retaliate, because if anybody comes to you, either your manager or anybody comes back to treat you bad because of what you raised up, that's technically retaliation. They are trying to retaliate against you because you raised an issue that was valid. So, and there's no company that tolerates retaliation. So you can easily get them fired because of retaliation. They're not going to get fired. They should never retaliate against you, though. You're doing your job.
But see, But see, yeah, I am doing my job. But see, this is the thing. They think I'm stupid. I know they don't like me. And I know they're trying to get me fired. They want me fired.
For what?
They just don't see that they put somebody in the QA. See, this is what they're doing. See, they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to go around. They don't know how to go about it correctly, because I know how y'all can try to fuck me over. There's a new person coming into the QA office that they probably want on my side. She's on the traditional side, but she's going to the IML side. She wants to be traditional QA, but I'm traditional QA and Kalisha, so the positions are still. So what they about to do is they about to watch me. They about to see what I'm doing. They about to low-key complain behind my back to my manager to try to see if I can get fired. And I'm like, it's not. If Lynn was in there, it wouldn't fly. But Brett, that motherfucker is so dumb. You have no idea how much I've had to been protecting myself and telling him certain shit. Like, oh my God, please let me talk to you about this. Let me tell you all this shit that I've had to go through with this manager since he became our new manager of QA. They're gonna sit here and they want to fuck the machines up. They probably want to sit here and like say if the cup is white but on the computer it's supposed to be clear, or they logged into the wrong computer. They trying to get me that way, or they're trying to get me about like boxes. Like, she keeps messing up. We're not using the correct boxes, but see, they don't want to do that because they know I look at everything.
All I can say is this:
I look at
for
everything.
you,
so they can't really get me like that.
No matter what they are doing, I think for you should just stay with the standard. If it's supposed to be clear, let it be clear, and log in everything. Log in everything. Like if you see a defect,
yeah, I do.
Yeah, I
do.
Then you protect yourself, so they can't get you.
No, see, this is what I'm telling you. They want to get me. If I look at the cup that's there at the station, and I see that it says that the cup is literally white, but if the computer says it's supposed to be clear, they want me to miss that, but I don't miss it. And so they make sure it's correct because they know if I find it, I'm putting it on hold and it's going to make myself look good. But what they're going to try to get me, they're going to try to get me on other stuff. But it's not going to work because I make sure I do everything that I need to do correctly.
No, I believe
they don't like me.
No, I believe in you 100%.
You want to know how I know they're trying to get me fired? How they don't want me in there no more? Because when Brett got in his office multiple times, he was sitting here literally telling us like, why is this going on? Like, and I'm looking at him like, with the new copies, we do new copies. And I was like, Brett, first it was production. They're like, they're wasting our time. They're taking forever. And I'm like, Brett, no, I'm not taking forever. The colors are not correctly and they're wasting our time. And that went over his shoulder. That went over his head. He was like, okay, bitch, you're lying. And I said, okay. Then Tashina was like, they're not doing the new copies. And so now this came back after the production complained on me. Now Tashina and them, they're in the QA office. She doesn't work anymore. She quit. But now Tashina, that's in the QA office, like, because I'm like, the new copy, I'm going to my break. It's 6 o'clock. I got to go to my last break and I'm done. So you have to do it. She comes in the morning at 5 o'clock. You've been here for an hour now. You don't want to do it, but you at work. You have no choice but to do it. It's a turnover now. You're here, you turn over, and you got to do everything that they're asking of QA to do. You can't sit here and say, y'all finish it until 6:30. No, I'm not working all the way till 6:30. I took my first break, and I took my lunch break, and now I'm taking my last break. I'm done, and I'm making sure that I'm done and I don't come back, so you have to do that. She had attitude about that. And so Brett brought that back up again. And I was like, Brett, if the colors don't look right, what am I supposed to do? They've been making us redo the laminations because the colors aren't correct. This is what I'm telling you. I said the art department has been making us redo first shift's lamination because the colors are incorrect. They're too light or they're too dark. I explained this to him because this is the second time they complained about new copies. Then they complained again, and I said, you know what? Here we go. Now I'm about to show and prove to you what the fuck they do and how they waste my time. So I did. And every time I came in, I said, this is a second shift's new copy, Brett. When we came in, second shift was doing this new copy. When they came to me, I told them that one color had to be darker. This was when I first came in here at 10:20. I sat in there for 10 minutes. But then I left and picked my parts up. I kept coming back to the office to see if they were there. They didn't come back until 12 o'clock to fix one color. I said, see how they're wasting our time? Then there was another one. They came in there, the plates were incorrect. I said, you see how they mess with us? They don't even come into this office with shit correctly. Look at how the colors are fucked up. This color is supposed to be blue and it's purple. They put the wrong plates on. They put these plates on incorrectly. I showed him that. I showed him how long it took them for them to fix it. Then also, they thought they could do whatever the fuck they wanted to do. They went out there and they laminated a container because they didn't have that many laminations. I went out there and did my print audits. I saw it. I took it down and I brought that shit to Brett. I'm like, can you please tell them to stop doing this because this was not approved by QA and they know they're not supposed to do it. And then after I did all that shit, he started seeing like, because I did it multiple times. I did that shit for a whole fucking month and he was like, okay. They're out here fucking up.
And I made sure
to write in there, do you see how they waste? I know, hey, this is the only time that shit has to be perfect. It has to be to my standards because I have to meet the standards of the customer. The customer wants it to look this good. You can't just half-ass it. I told them, we do not care when y'all are packing it. We know you can't keep the cups looking the same way when you're packing it because you're packing it for hours and it's going to get darker and boogers and this and that. We know and understand this. We know that we just want y'all to make sure it's packable so we can get the product out to the customer. I understand this. I was on the floor. I know this well. I'm not asking y'all for anything when it comes to y'all packing. I'm asking y'all this for the new copies, and they have problems with issues. But he started seeing this past year on how what I was telling him the first year he was here when he was complaining to me about the new copies, making it seem like I was the problem. He started seeing how laminations kept coming back because the colors weren't right. And then this also happened. I had to complain to him about this because they said Doris refusing to do it because they complained again. Before this last time when they saw how correct I was, before the last time they complained again because when you do a new copy, you're supposed to have a folder. And it's a folder that has the picture and the colors and everything that needs to be done. And they brought me just the picture, not the whole folder. And I said, I'm not doing that. And so you had third shift went and they go complain. Doris said she's not doing it because this didn't look right. So then my manager, they complained like Doris needs to sit here and do the new copy so we can get them done. She's playing around and all this and that. And he sent me my manager sent me a message saying, Doris, if that comes like that again, just do it. I'm like, it's not correct. The art department is supposed to be sending us everything that's supposed to be with the new copy.
So they're trying to find you on bullshit, like they're trying to trick you into getting into stupid arguments, or
they are. They have been doing this for the past 2 years now. And I said, okay, let's do that because they was also saying it's a relamination. And I was like, where's your folder at? And they were like, nope, they told us we can just have this old lamination. Y'all just go off of that. And I was like, Brett, can they please send a folder? I know it's a re-lamination, but can they still send us the folder out here with it? Because I know they have this. I'm going to go off of the lamination, the old lamination that we have to remake. I'm going to go off of those colors, but can they still bring the folder so I can make sure that nothing has changed and everything's correctly? Because I know if it matches the folder, it's going to be fine. I'm not looking at the colors. I'm just looking at the font, the print, to see and make sure that there's no missing print. There's nothing extra added. He told me, no, just do it how they send it to you. I said, okay. You know what happened? Both times, you had people that was on first shift. These are the new QA. They fucked up new copies.
Fuck.
They didn't have the correct color. And then also, they had something that had missing print because they wasn't actually taking their job seriously and looking at the new copy, because they don't know that they're not bringing them the new copy and they're finished because they're not looking at it like that. You're the one that has to look. And see, that's why they get mad at me. They're like, you take your time. And I'm like, no, because I know y'all coming with missing print and I know y'all coming with smears. And if I make a lamination and that print or that little picture is not there, and I am the one that's going to be in trouble.
Unaona venye kukuwa mwanaume ni shida. Lazima usikize hizi zote. Unasikiza, lazima usikize.
That's why it takes me so long, because I know how they fuck up. I don't trust them. I know y'all are stupid and y'all want me to get caught up. But I make sure I don't get caught up. I make sure I take my time and I look at everything, because I know for a fact what y'all want to do to me when I do fuck up like that. And so since I haven't did that, and these other people have, you know what they did? They said, you guys, even if it's a re-lamination, because, you know, sometimes we have to re-laminate it after it's been 5 years. If it's like 6 years, we have to re-laminate that lamination, because it has to, the colors have to stay up to date. And so what they said, now, even if it's a re-lamination, I gotta have the folder no matter what. And I said, oh, now y'all want to listen to something that I told y'all last year. I told y'all last year, can we have the folder no matter what? For each
guys, ukitaka kuwa na maisha poa, una agree tunasema yeah,
they brush it off.
agree with you.
Do it how they bring it to you. Okay.
Ukitaka kuwa na maisha poa hivyo
But when they start fucking up in there, they're like, okay, let's make sure they don't fuck up. I knew that you can fuck up like this. Why was y'all arguing with me about it? That's not the last one. It was more incidents. It was an incident when it came to just recently, because we have two sides, IML side and a traditional side. Now, they fired somebody on the QA IML side. And then you had one person, because Tashina and Demetria left, you had another person from we had two people that's leaving.
Oh, they're retiring? Melissa, they're retiring, Melissa. Or they're going to different companies?
No. Eli, he got fired, but he got replaced with Melissa. Okay. And so we had 3 QAs on third shifts. Because Jessica got hired too after left. They just left because they just wanted to leave. And so we had a person on second shift. He left because he can't do the job anymore.
Guys, so Melissa huyo anafanya kazi rahisi zaidi. All she has to do is just verify that things are okay. So like she's in QA.
So we've hired some QA.
All you have to say, this is no good. So this is all.
I told Brent when Sammira, because I trained her, I trained Sammira last week.
Sure. Ako na kazi rahisi.
And I was telling Brent,
she's in QA. She has all the powers. She has all the powers.
We can't do it. I already know I can't do it. We don't have access to it. They haven't given us access to that. They're complaining and saying we have to learn how to do IT. They're complaining and saying we have to put tickets in ourselves. They're complaining. They don't want to keep putting tickets in.
Tickets for what?
Because, you know, if the computer's messed up, we have to tell IT to come fix it. So it's like sending an email, but not an email. It's a different kind of email for IT. It's like
it's more like submitting a ticket.
It's like we sent them something like it's like they get their regular emails, but this is like a troubleshooting email. Like it's something different. I don't know how to explain it because I don't know how to get.
No, I get you. I know that type of tickets. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I tell him, hey, can you send a IT ticket for Sammir? I don't have access to it, and she can't log into the computer. And you know what he sent me back instead of okay? You know what he sent me back?
No, tell me.
He said, okay, I'll put a ticket in, but I'm not too sure that that's what happens, that you can log into a computer, that you can log into a computer on one side and can't log into a computer on the other side.
God.
And I was like, did he really just email me back saying I'm lying about her not being able to log into the fucking computer?
That's fucked up in every levels.
And then peep this. This is what happened. Peep this. The next day, we knew she could log in.
Guys,
so she's using my login. I didn't know
if you want to survive na mwanamke unakubali tu. Imagine sasa nianze kukataa, tutaanza kupigana na yeye, atanikatia simu. Unakubali tu akisema I know what she's trying to say, but these women you just listen. Unasikiza tu, unasema yes. Yeah.
To put shit on hold. I'm like, and I gotta put stuff on hold because they told me to put this machine on hold. And I'm angry, and so I sent him an email, and this is not a disrespectful email, but this is a nice email where I sit here and I tell him, I said, hey, now I can't log into the freaking computer. And I was like, can you put a ticket in for me because it's not letting me use IQMS. And I told him I am not going to walk over to the IML side to get stuff done. IML will have to come over here if I cannot use my computer anymore because I am not going to stay here and not be able to get anything done. This is what I told him. He didn't respond to the email. And then I come in the next day to work, they fixed it. IT fixed it. You want to know why they fixed it? If it was just my problem, and you see how I complained about Sammir, and it's been 3 days, and they still haven't fixed her problem. We haven't rechecked it, but I know she came in when I told you the first day. She should have came in the next day, and she should have been able to. It should have been fixed.
But here's the thing. Like your supervisors and managers, they should be for you. They should be.
No, this is my manager. This is my.
They should be helping you getting things fixed. They should never be against you.
Exactly. This is not production. This is my manager.
Yeah, they should be there for you.
Exactly. I said the same thing too. And this is what happened. Because I know for a fact that they were like, fuck you. The first day when we talked about Sammir, they said fuck you. And so the second day, I'm like, y'all should have fixed it. If y'all didn't say fuck me, her shit would have been fixed. And so the only reason why when we came in the next day that it was fixed is because first shift QA came in and they could not work the computers.
Yeah, because they didn't get your advice.
Yeah, they was like, Brett, we can't get anything. We can't log into the IQMS, Brett. I gotta use her computer to do everything. This is what Gloria told me. She's like, I could not use that computer. I'm like, I know. I couldn't use the computer. And I'm like, it's because Sammir messed it up. And I'm like, Sammir didn't mess it up on purpose. She was just trying. And I'm like, why wouldn't she try when she knows that I talked to our manager for an IT ticket and IT should have fixed that immediately because you fixed it immediately when nobody could use that computer. Because you saw full and first-handedly that it's not working. And so then Brett gonna send me an email. Oh, did they fix it for you? What the fuck are you still talking? I'm not like my manager. Why are you talking to me still? Why are you talking to me? You didn't even believe me the first time, like I will lie. I can't get over it because it just happened last week. I can't get over the fact that this motherfucker had nerve to sit here and tell me. I don't think that's a thing that happens that you can log in on one side, not the other side. And then he had to fucking see for the first. Then he had to fucking see first hand. Oh, okay. She was right. Why am I lying to you? It's been multiple times. It's been other times. It's been other times when it came to like the floor, when he had to sit here because IML, which is his favorites, his little pets, they were messing up on that side, and they caught it on camera on how they was backtracking and how they was putting stuff on hold. How we were putting stuff on hold. They didn't believe our side when they were sitting here saying how we were putting stuff on hold. And they were seeing how they did not believe us because
why would they not believe you guys?
Because Brett's dumb. He was just like he's now been here. He just this July he's now been here for 2 years. But last year he wasn't here like that. But he doesn't know how we work on our side and how we do everything that we need to do on our side to make sure we don't do extra work. We're not trying to be over dramatical because we have too much work to, like the IML side, they barely have anything on their side to do. They run like when they pick up parts now, especially for the past 4 years, they've been picking up like they have 3 people over there. Mm-hmm. And each person is probably picking up. Last year they were picking up like 5 machines, sometimes 8 machines each. Mm-hmm. On our side, it's only 2 QA. Kalisha, she's picking up 22 machines, and sometimes I'm picking up 22 machines by herself. And I am picking up between. No, she sometimes picks up 20 to 24 machines, and I'm picking up. And I'm picking up 16 to 22. Mm-hmm. And most of the times, roughly now, I've been picking up like 18 this week. Over there on their side, still to this day, like I picked up, because we don't work Fridays, but Thursday, which was our Friday, I picked up 18 machines. Kalisha picked up probably like 21. Mm-hmm. Over there on their side, they're picking up 8 machines each. And so they have the nerve to sit here and make it seem like we're doing the same as they fucking side. Because they weren't even backtracking. They were just putting stuff on hold without even checking the box. So he started sending us emails and sending us surveys to do, like, how do you backtrack? And I'm like, why are you not talking to the person who has the problem? We haven't had a problem with how we backtrack. Mm-hmm. But then you had production that on our side, they was like, they heard about it. They heard about IML because Connie, she got caught on the camera. You have to have samples when you do your INs. Mm-hmm. So she was taking product they called her taking product out of the scrap barrel and putting that as her samples when she does her INs. And they saying like, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to check the boxes. And I'm like, that's what we do. And I'm like, they're not even putting that many pallets on hold. Like how we've had to put pallets on hold, they out of the 5 years that I've been in the QA office, I've never seen IML put on hold no more than 4 pallets. And me, just recently, 2 weeks ago, I had to put 22 fucking pallets on hold.
22.
And it's been more than that. There's been times where I've had to take a whole truck off because it's been times where I had to put like 40, 50 pallets on hold because it was first shift and second shift and part of third shift that was packing back product. And so they thought they could do that to us on this side. And I'm like, y'all do know we're very serious on how they fuck up over here on this side because we're working faster than they are. Mm-hmm. We're putting out more product than they are. Mm-hmm. And so what made me even madder is after that situation happened, they was like, tell us how much is in the boxes. And I'm like, I gotta count how many bad defects I found in this box because y'all feel like we're lying. Because they started, because on our side, when I was putting stuff on hold last year, they were like, oh, okay, she said here, she said that. Because I say random, shorts or random cracked lips or this and that. You know what they was doing? They was like released, and I was like, okay. And you know what happened? It got to the customer. Mm-hmm. And the customer was like, oh, we getting these shorts, we getting these cracked lips. And then also what happened was, when I was telling them about the shorts, they were saying repack through print, and I had to complain to Brett, and because I had an incident where I was like, Brett, I'm like, can you please tell them to seriously take the stuff out of print because they're not doing it. I'm like, I know they're probably still not going to do it, but at least when it comes to shorts, or can you tell me the list and the times, or can I just get access to the capabilities of when we put stuff on hold and y'all saying repack through print, can I get access to that list so I can see the time that it comes to the machine so I can make sure to personally go out there and tell them, hey, they told y'all to pick this out through print, please pick it out. They didn't give me that access. They ignored it. And you know what happened? Because I told him they're supposed to pick it out. And I put pallets on hold for shorts and it goes to print and they didn't pick it out. And they was like, They're not. But I protect myself when I put their shit on hold because it makes them look bad. And so what they started doing, and I'm going to complain to Brett about it because I told Brett, if I go back there and I'm backtracking, I'm not sending stuff back. And I had to tell them that. And they got an attitude about it and they complained to Brett about it with me because they were like, I remember there was one time in Xavier, he called me and he was like, Doris, we didn't put varnish on this product. And I was like, okay.
Hey, Doris.
He was like, what? You got to go?
I know. Hold on. If she calls again, then I'll pick. I don't know who is calling me from work. Usually they don't call me on this day from work. But keep going. If they call me again, then I'll pick.
And so Xavier, he said, Doris, we didn't have varnish on the product. And I said, okay, all right. And he was like, can you get it to bring it back to the machine? And I was like, I said, hold up now. I said, that's not what QA does. And and I could tell he was getting irked about it. But I'm like, y'all have to understand what y'all need to call us for, because this is what happened when they were getting in their way, when they were bullying us, when they were listening, when our manager and when production was listening to them complain about QA and how, because they're only angry at it because I'm a black woman. And because when I tell them something, they don't like the fact that I'm telling them this. But I'm right about it. And the reason why I'm right about it is because each and every time they were doing shit out of spite, they got slapped in the face by production because they was like, we can't play them games no more now because it's messing up our shit. When they were sitting there cracking those containers, they was like, y'all can't keep doing that shit no more. Now, we got Doors for, a couple of days, and I'm like, that didn't make me mad about it. Because I knew they were going to get in your ass. They're not going to keep grinding this shit because y'all saying. Now y'all got to pick it out. Y'all put yourself in a horrible position because I understand that you can't do that because this company got to put product out. Just because you don't want to work that hard don't mean shit to me. And so I told him, you call me when you want me to check to see if something is good with the quality, and I put stuff on hold. And I told him, that's not what QA.
So thank you so much for watching the video to the end. Remember to like, share, comment, and if you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know every time I post a new video. So guys, thank you. I'm gonna see you on my next video. Bye.